Hi guys, thanks for joining me for Thoughts Tuesday, which I've decided to kind of name my vlog here. So I wanted to share with you something that I've been working on, and I think a lot of people have, because it's a constant struggle, is controlling our emotions, our thoughts, and our feelings. For me, this journey started about 5 years ago, because up until that point, this is crazy to say, but I really just felt like whatever emotion that you had was it. You just went along with it and you really couldn't control it. And as I started to study the scriptures more and learn more, I actually realized that controlling our emotions, our thoughts, and our feelings, that is really using the agency that Christ and God has given us. So it's really important that we do take advantage of those times where we can control our emotions, our feelings, and our thoughts. And one of these things that I've realized are what we call hot buttons, or when you're triggered instantly. And I had an interesting experience today at work. And I know that this person didn't mean anything by it, because she's just a sweetheart. And that's usually how hot buttons go, is that somebody says something and it triggers you and you instantly have this reaction in your emotions, your feelings, and your thoughts. And so I've learned through the coaching process that every time that we're given an emotion, that is something that we can learn from. So instead of getting mad that we have that emotion, which I used to do very often, it is that now you can really think about what that emotion is teaching you. So I'll give you that, for instance, and finish my thought from this morning. One of my values that I hold very dear and actually teach my team to do this is to really value and put relationships first. And so I'm a manager at an insurance brokerage, and I love to get out on the floor and talk to my teams. But I don't always get a chance to do that. I've had a lot on my plate lately with work. And so when I walked in this morning, someone had said to me, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a while," or something to the effect of, "I haven't been on the floor for a while." And instantly I knew that was my hot button, because all of a sudden I felt like crap. I felt like I am not doing what I should be doing, and I had that voice inside my head that says, "Oh, you're failing at your job," and that kind of stuff. You guys all know what I mean when it comes to hot buttons, I'm sure. And so I knew that I was triggered, and normally something like that would put me in a bad mood for the rest of the day, because I wouldn't be controlling my emotions, my thoughts, or my feelings. And so the great thing about this morning, though, is that I realized that it was a hot button for me. I realized it was an immediate trigger, and I was able to immediately combat it, because I realized that it was tied to the value of relationships, which honestly, all hot buttons, or any time that we're triggered, that's always tied to a value that we have. So we feel like a value is not being honored, and so that's why we have that instant trigger. And so I was able to realize what value was being dishonored, in my opinion, which was that person thought that I wasn't valuing relationships anymore. And I bet they didn't think that, but that's what was playing in my mind. Excuse me. And so because I realized that, it gave me power to say, you know what, that's not really true. I really am doing the best that I can. And that's okay. That sometimes it's going to work this way and sometimes it's going to work that way, and you just do the best that you can. And so the reason why I bring this up is because as we're going for our goals, it really helps us to, it forces us to get out of our comfort zone. And that can be hard, and that is a lot of times where those triggers and those hot buttons come up. But we can learn from them if we really stop and think about what value is not being honored in that moment and why that's important to us, and think about what we can do to change that in our mind and combat that thought. And so I know that this is a constant struggle that I have, is to control my thoughts, feelings, and emotions. But I know it's important because that's where success is. Because when we guard our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, we'll be able to accomplish more things that we want to accomplish and be able to be inspired as we go along the way. So I hope that this thought has helped you guys. And I would encourage you, the next time that you're triggered on something for a hot button, or you just have that immediate reaction, stop and think, what value is being dishonored right now that I hold dear, and what is really going on in this situation? So I think that will help tremendously, because I know it has for me. So keep going for those goals and dreams, guys. I hope you have an awesome day, and check out www.lastingempowerment.com to find out more. Thanks so much, and have a great day, guys.